So during my time at university, I made two major short films. I made a music video called Raindrops and a short film called You Have to Kill Me. I want to talk about them because I've put them on my YouTube channel, but I didn't explain them that much, I guess. I just kind of put them in as like, here you go. But now I've actually graduated recently. I want to step aside and talk about what I've learned from film school, I should say. I didn't actually study film as like my major or anything. I just had electives that I had to do. So I chose to do short films. And I did that twice. And then after doing the second one, I decided film school's not for me. So I stopped doing those. But I want to talk about the things that I made while I did those. So the first one, as I said before, was a music video called Raindrops, which was set to the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head by BJ Thomas. So here you go. Here's the music video.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Yeah, so very obviously shot on a phone, because at the time I did not have a camera, or a video camera. I storyboarded it because I was very inspired by Edgar Wright movies at the time. His movies are very planned out, and I was like, well, these are the best movies ever made. So I basically based my whole filmmaking style on his. Since then, I've started watching other movies, and I've discovered, since making those two very planned short films, well, the one that I showed you and the one I will show you, like very, very much planned stuff is not for me, just because it's not that enjoyable when you're actually shooting it. If you've just got this whole script, then you're like, okay, you show up and you're just following the lines here. That's really just boring and stressful, because like, oh, this I'm not doing it right. What I like about improv is that, you know, you just try anything and then you fix it later. One thing that I got a couple of comments about was the color grading in this video. So at the time, I did not use like a monitor or anything. I just color graded and edited the video on my laptop. And then I found out later, the laptop screen is like, I don't know, 60% sRGB or something, which basically means it's just really bad at showing deep colors. So in Premiere Pro, I kept putting the saturation up, and then when we actually like looked at it on other screens, it's like, this is just so saturated and everything. So I think using a storyboard is beneficial because I got to think about it beforehand, but then actually adhering to it while we're filming was a bit annoying, because I was like, oh, hang on, can you move over there a bit? Okay, no, center. I don't know, kind of stuff like that. I'm not sure if I'm cut out to be a director, really. But yeah, I did all the stuff behind the scenes, behind the camera for this short film. I was only on screen for like a little cameo with the phone, and the guy pulls up the phone. While we all came up with the story together, I wrote like each beat, like what's gonna happen, and then storyboarded the thing. But that phone joke with my face on there, which I guess is not a joke, it's just a cameo. He just had some other picture on his lock screen, and we were like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I got a cameo in there? And I took a picture like the guy in Squid Game, because that was the thing that was being shown at the time. Because at the time, I didn't put myself in front of the camera for most of my videos. I was like just filming my other friends. So for this one, I kind of followed that same principle where I was like, okay, I'll be behind the camera, I'm going to shoot everything, and I'll just tell the other people what to do in front of the camera. But then that changed with this next film called You Have to Kill Me. So this film was made with the largest crew that I've ever worked with, consisting of 5 people in total, including me. Normally everything else is made with like 3 people at most. You Have to Kill Me is a short film that I wrote, directed, and I was also in it. That's probably the main thing. I starred in the thing as well. Starring just sounds so pretentious. I was in my own video. It's a comedy zombie short. There's one zombie in it at the beginning, which you will see. Here you go. Here's You Have to Kill Me.
The world is in a zombie apocalypse.
You okay?
Yeah, thanks for helping me with that herd of zombies back there.
No problem. Thanks for opening the door just then. My name's River.
Charlie. Oh my god.
What? Oh shit! You have to kill me.
What? No, I can't kill you.
You have to. Otherwise I'll turn to a zombie and eat your brains and then we'll both be dead.
No, there has to be something else. Please don't make me kill you. There must be some other way that we can deal with the infection.
Like what?
We need something stronger.
No more. I can't take any more of this.
But you have to. I can't just let you die.
Torture! Not just the actual torture, but
The soap.
Yeah, the soap, yeah.
Well, I guess I did try to cut your arm off.
I was there for that, yeah.
I just have to figure out a way to excise the infection.
Oh, you should shoot me then.
No!
Please just kill me!
How do you want to die so bad?
It's always one bad thing after the other. The zombie apocalypse, the robot uprising, the alien invasion, the COVID-19 pandemic.
It's so crazy that all of those things happen this year being 2023.
I was actually about to open up with my feelings just now.
Sorry.
Like, I have this whole monologue about my inner anxiety I was going to deliver.
Yeah, my bad.
And you just interrupted me to say something I already know. It's really rude. God. Where was I? It never ends. Anytime I think things are looking up, even just slightly, the next obstacle comes along. I was on a date with my partner when the apocalypse started. That's when I lost her. I took her to an improv comedy show, and the next moment, she was gone. And then the zombies showed up. I just want this all to end, so for the love of God, just shoot me already and save yourself from another zombie.
I can't.
Then we're both gonna die.
There were so many things that I wanted to do before the apocalypse. Like, I wanted to make a movie and see the world, have a family.
I always wanted to do improv comedy. I guess there's a lot of things that neither of us will ever get to do.
Maybe we could do them.
Do what?
That was fun. If only we could do each thing longer than 3 seconds, but it would make a great montage.
You should make that montage. Make that inspiring movie you wanted to make. Don't waste your life. I'm happy now. I'm ready to go.
has been developed.
You Have to Kill Me was a short that I attempted to make twice. The guy at the end of that video, I shot a version of the short with him, like months before we made this version. We only got, I think, like halfway through filming it, and then it just didn't go anywhere. But then when this task in this course came along, and we had to make a short film, I suggested to this group, hey, I've got this idea for a short. What do you think? You want to make this? And so we ended up doing that. You may have picked up on this, but there is no gun in the short. You hear it, you hear people talk about it, but you don't ever see it visually. So what happened was, I think like a couple of weeks into, while we're already like planning everything out, the uni said you can't use gun props. That was like a late decision they made. And I'd fought them on it and lost, so we were not allowed to use a prop gun in it, because like they had this whole thing's like, oh, it's dangerous or whatever, which is so stupid. So we weren't allowed to use a gun, so we had to kind of think outside the box for that, and we just fixed that by just not showing a gun at all. Originally, I was not going to be in the video. I was just gonna direct it and then maybe edit it, because we put out a casting call to see if any other students were interested. We ended up not being able to find enough people. 3 people said hi, 1 person ended up being taken in. So this is probably the only video that I've made in which I never held the camera, because I ended up just being in it and directing. We had 2 people shooting. It was originally going to be single cam, but then plans just don't go ahead. It's tough with like group projects for uni, because I think everyone wants to be polite and say like, oh, you know, I'm fine, I'm happy with doing, you know, whatever you guys give me. And then it's like, well, what would you like to do? Oh no, you want to do the exact same thing. It's a mess. We actually didn't know who was going to shoot it until like on the day 2 people had brought their cameras. So I think we spent maybe like 2 months making this short film. We shot it all in one day, but all like the production planning, I guess, was like 2 months, which meant I wrote the script 2 months in advance of shooting. So by the time we actually shot it, I did not like the script anymore. And that's probably like one of my big problems with scripting stuff, at least for me, scripting comedy, is that I stopped finding the jokes funny very quickly. Something that I discovered when I was editing the film was that the funniest jokes to me were the ones that I just came up with on the spot. Like when we were filming it, you know, I would like improvise a joke or something, or jokes that I found while I was editing it. And those I really liked more than the scripted jokes, because by now I don't like the scripted jokes at all. I don't think they're funny, or else I don't think my delivery of the jokes are funny. There's a joke about a certain world event that started in 2019, which the joke worked better in 2022, but it being 2024 now, that doesn't make any sense. I liked that joke when I first wrote it, but then when I was actually editing, I was like, this sucks. And I don't think I delivered it very well either, so that didn't help. A filmmaker that I've since discovered, and he is like one of my biggest inspirations for filmmaking, is Matt Johnson, and Matt Johnson's work on Operation Avalanche and Blackberry, which I've got a little poster of here, and also his show Nirvana the Band the Show, which are entirely improvised. Well, actually this one's very scripted, but the best jokes are improvised, or the best moments are just like spur of the moment, unplanned stuff. And that's what I discovered I enjoyed most working on this film. So that's why after this film, I swore never to write a script again, and everything I made afterwards was improvised, 100% improvised, because I just think improvising stuff is so much more fun for everyone involved. You know, no one likes being given a script and being told, okay, you have to read this and do it like this. No, not like that, do it like this. But it's a lot of fun just, you know, bantering with your friends and then just making that a video. And so that's what I found was my most enjoyable method of filmmaking. And yet, even though I've just argued why I don't like using scripts and I like improvising stuff more, I recently started writing stuff again. I just recently made a Doc 2 Blu-ray video. That one was very obviously scripted, and the reason for that is because as much as I like improvising, it's not easier than writing comedy. Improvising jokes on the spot is much more difficult than writing them, which is why I'm trying again. Making this film was a bad experience in writing. I've taken a little time to, I guess, fix myself or heal from just finding myself unfunny. In future, I'm still going to be doing improvised stuff. I just did a video about like making fun of AI artists. That one was entirely improvised, and then the one just before that was entirely scripted. So I'm gonna keep doing a mix. I told myself that I wouldn't do scripts because I was like, oh, bad. But now I realized like nothing's stopping me from just doing both. It's just all in my head, really. So I am just going to do everything I want to do because I can, and you can't stop me. Only I can stop me with a gun. I'm gonna kill my. But yeah, that's it. Those are the two major short films that I made for university. I made a couple other things, but they're not substantial to talk about, so I'm not going to. But yes, thank you for watching and also listening to my very narcissistic commentary. Like, no one asked for this. No one cares about how it's made. Like 100 people watched them when I originally uploaded them at first, so no one's going to listen to this. But if you did, you're cool. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.